This book could prove my grandfather's innocence. All I need is a few minutes with the president.
The Secret Service is never going to leave you alone with the president.
Hey there, quirky peeps! Have you ever found yourself eagerly awaiting a movie sequel, only to endure years of constant teases and updates without any actual release? Well, you're not alone. Today we're delving deep into the world of movie sequels that have remained elusive despite years of anticipation and tantalizing hints. From Shrek 5 to The Goonies 2, these films have kept fans on a roller coaster of hope and uncertainty. So without further ado, let's dive deep into this intriguing list.
I agree it's not my best disguise, but I had to make do.
Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes series delivered two successful films in the 2000s. However, Sherlock Holmes 3 has consistently teased fans without an official announcement. RDJ remains deeply invested in the project, and after several delays, the most recent update in June 2023 suggests that the detective's return is still in the cards.
We are waiting.
While it's unclear why it has taken so long for Sherlock Holmes 3 to come into fruition, the initial release date was likely missed due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Into the light I command thee. Into the light I command thee.
Next up, we have Constantine 2, the cult classic starring Keanu Reeves.
That's Dragon's Breath.
I thought you couldn't get it anymore.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
The director Francis Lawrence first teased a sequel in 2011, and recent updates suggest it's making progress. However, a concrete release date still eludes us, leaving fans of the supernatural detective craving more otherworldly adventures.
That could be a horrible trap.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Nicolas Cage's National Treasure series is a Disney fan favorite, but the third installment, National Treasure 3, has been shrouded in uncertainty.
Look at this.
There's a symbol stamped into the page.
The eagle clutching the scroll.
Do you know what it means?
With the Disney Plus series cancelled, the status of the film remains unclear. Will we ever unlock the secrets of page 47? Only time will tell.
Let's have a look at that.
What was that?
The Cloverfield franchise dazzled audiences with its found footage horror, but a true sequel, Cloverfield 2, has remained a mystery. Although Paramount announced it in 2018, we're still waiting for confirmation of a release date. Nevertheless, fans continue to hope for more giant monsters and heart-pounding suspense.
It's gonna be dark in a few hours.
And curl up by the fire and open a bottle of wine. We should just reset.
Whoa!
Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise's Edge of Tomorrow 2 left us craving more time loop action.
You do know what's happening to me.
What happened to you happened to me.
While both stars are eager for a sequel, Edge of Tomorrow 2's script is yet to be finalized. Director Doug Liman has also voiced scheduling challenges in reuniting the cast, which includes Tom Cruise. Despite these hurdles, the possibility of an Edge of Tomorrow sequel was first discussed in 2016, keeping fans hopeful for another mind-bending adventure.
I just told Bill.
Yeah, and I told Harry. I told many people.
Inspired by the West End musical, Mamma Mia is one of the biggest film franchises of all time.
She wasn't scared. She could do it because she wasn't alone.
Audiences patiently waited over a decade for the release of Mamma Mia 2 in 2018. Mamma Mia 3 is in high demand, and despite the lack of official confirmation, both the cast and the producers have expressed their desire to return to the fictional island of Kalokairi. This even includes Julie Walters,
Think you know that I can't let go.
who portrayed Rosie in both films and has since retired from acting, but has voiced her willingness to return for Mamma Mia 3.
Being your best friend entail me doing everything I don't want to do.
After 4 successful films, fans have been clamoring for Shrek 5. While DreamWorks has been tantalizing us with hints for years, it's yet to receive official confirmation. But hold on to your onion layers. Illumination CEO Chris Melandari confirmed that a 5th film is in the works, with the original cast returning. Could we finally return to the swamp in style?
Long time.
The Tron film series last graced the silver screen with Tron Legacy in 2010. Since then, fans have eagerly awaited the release of Tron 3, known as Tron Ares. While the film has finally set a production timeline, it has encountered several delays and crew changes, causing disappointment among fans who have been following its development since April 2010. However, there is a glimmer of hope as plans to resume filming in early 2024 have been revealed, although the exact release date remains uncertain.
You see, he was my son. His name was Jason.
The Friday the 13th series boasts an impressive 12 films, with the first installment released in 1918 and the last being a reboot in 2009. A sequel to the reboot, tentatively titled Friday the 13th, Part 13, was initially in development with a planned release date of August 2010. However, it was postponed indefinitely. Producer Brad Fuller initially suggested that a sequel was unlikely to happen, but hope was rekindled when Warner Bros. Released the franchise rights to Paramount Pictures in 2013. While there has been no official confirmation from Paramount regarding a direct sequel to the 2009 version, the possibility still lingers. Writer Jeff Locker even mentioned in January 2023 that an alternate direct sequel had been proposed, keeping the hopes of fans alive.
And remember, the future of Jumanji is in your hands.
I have one important question. Who is Jumanji?
Is that Barbara's boy?
Welcome to the Jungle and its sequel, Jumanji: The Next Level. Proved to be immensely popular, and a third installment was announced.
What?
Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic caused delays, and scheduling conflicts further pushed back the production of Jumanji 4.
We're gonna die.
We did die.
Are we in hell?
I knew it.
Oh my god.
While the film's release date and even its filming schedule remains uncertain, it is still believed to be on the horizon, promising more wild adventures in the world of Jumanji.
Holy shit! Aren't you? Oh, Stanley. Hi.
Kevin Smith's Mallrats sequel has been a topic of speculation for over 2 decades, but has struggled to make it out of development. In 2015, Smith announced that he had begun writing a successor to his 1995 buddy comedy, originally considering it as a 10-part television series rather than a film.
Oh my god, Renee dumped you.
You're dumping me? Why are we sitting here trying to figure out where we went wrong with our significant other?
In 2020, the project received an update, with Smith confirming that the sequel would once again take the form of a movie, now titled Twilight of the Mallrats. Since then, there have been a few announcements about the project's progress. Given the mixed reviews of the original film upon its release, it remains uncertain whether Twilight of the Mallrats will ever see the light of day.
We were overwhelmed by something we've never seen before.
The Star Trek franchise has thrilled fans with numerous films, television shows, comics, and more. Yet, the fate of Star Trek IV, the sequel to Star Trek Beyond from Reboot series, remains shrouded in uncertainty. The development for the sequel was originally revealed before Star Trek Beyond even hit theaters, and has seen multiple changes in writers and producers. A release date was set for December 2023, only to be short-lived, as Star Trek IV was removed from Paramount's release schedule shortly after director Matt Shakman departed due to scheduling conflicts. The question of whether Star Trek IV will be a sequel or a reboot is still up for debate, leaving Trekkies eagerly awaiting further updates.
And we miss you, Lucky, in your lives.
I missed you so much.
This is what it's all about, gentlemen.
Over 2 decades have passed since the release of 28 Days Later, and fans are still waiting for the next installment, possibly titled 28 Years Later. The last film in the series, 28 Weeks Later, was released in 2007, and the film's naming convention suggested the third installment could be titled 28 Years Later. Directors Danny Boyle and star Cillian Murphy have expressed interest in returning for the sequel. However, despite the enthusiasm from original production staff, the project has yet to receive official confirmation. While the prospect of another 28 Days Later movie remains tantalizing, it remains uncertain whether it will come to fruition.
Our team is coming apart because of your singing thing.
High School Musical, a Disney Channel original movie.
The High School Musical trilogy brought musical magic to audiences and left many wondering if a 4th film was in the cards. Disney announced the development of High School Musical 4 in 2016, but since then, details about the project have been scarce. The release of the Disney Plus television series in 2019 further fueled the conversation, as it introduced a new cast of characters while also featuring some of the original cast members and cameo roles.
What are you doing here? If you really cared about me, you'd let somebody who wants to play this part play it.
Still, it's unclear whether the Wildcats will reunite for a true sequel to the beloved franchise.
Do the truffle shuffle. Come on! Do it!
Our final pick is The Goonies 2, a sequel that has remained in limbo for years. While many assume that the passing of director Richard Donner spelled the end for the project, it has never been officially ruled out. The original 1980s comedy became a classic, and fans have clamored for a sequel since. Multiple scripts for a sequel were drafted over the years, but never made it off the page and onto the screen, with concerns that the story wouldn't live up to the original. However, with Ke Huy Quan, who portrayed Data in the original film, making a return to the acting world, there is a glimmer of hope that The Goonies 2 might finally become a reality, reuniting the grown-up childhood cast for one last adventure. And there you have it, folks. 15 movie sequels that have kept fans on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting their arrival. While some of these films have seen progress and updates, others remain firmly in the realm and speculation of hope. Will these sequels ever grace the silver screen? Only time will tell. Until then, keep your popcorn ready and your hopes high, because in the world of movies, anything is possible.
What the hell is this?
It's your strengths and weaknesses.
Smoldering intensity?
It's this stupid face you make.
Huh?